I love Alton Brown, so please join me as I cook through all 4 volumes of the Good Eats cookbooks. This week on the AB Project.
3, 2, 1, and spin.
Substandards and the Reloaded. Let's do it. To my gluten-free baddies out there, this one is almost entirely for y'all. BT dubs, these recipes were covered in volumes 3 and 4. It's been a minute since we've had a reload with an OG, the last one being part 8 with the ribeyes. Now, before we get into any sort of cooking proper, I do feel like I should apologize for the impromptu week off I took. I just had some fires to put out. I'm not exaggerating, I really did have to put out some fires. Everything's fine now. If you want the full anecdote about what happened and some tales regarding some of the other perils of living in such a rural area, please let me know in the comments. Now, if this looks somewhat familiar, it's because this is a gluten-free version of the chewy, which we covered in part 10 of the AB project. I admittedly haven't really dabbled in gluten-free baking, so this was a new experience for me. But before we dabble too much in the gluten-free, let us first do a deep dive into the buttermilk-free. The logic behind this application being how to make biscuits in the event that you run out of buttermilk. Buttermilk is kind of important to me, so I try to keep it on hand at all times. But maybe y'all have a pregnant spouse who's having a mad craving for biscuits at 11:30 at night when all the shops are closed. You are nothing if not a supportive and loving partner, so you are gonna cat up and make some biscuits, my friend. Our first foray into allergy-friendly foods will be a quick little peanut sauce that has absolutely no peanuts. Did y'all see that? Yeah, that is exactly what you think it is. Don't be jealous. As for the Reloaded substandards applications, this is yet another example of the lost season of Good Eats Reloaded, once again with the Crap Food Network. Rather than retooling an existing recipe that was depicted in that episode, Alton instead added 2 new recipes that were retoolings of Good Eats classics that were in line with Substandard's theme. First up, a gluten-free version of his biscuits, and finally a gluten-free pancake recipe. With this recipe, I really wish that Alton had a whole 22 minutes to explain himself, because instead of buttermilk, here he just used plain milk with lemon juice added, and I would really like to know why. Noise! But are they as spectacular as their glutinous brethren? Passionately, yes. Now for the buttermilk-free buttermilk biscuits. Wouldn't call it the best biscuit I've ever had, but it is a biscuit without buttermilk, and that's something. For the peanut sauce, I paired it with a lovely grilled chicken satay. Was it peanutty? No. But it was a delicious sauce, so I can't complain. For the gluten-free biscuits, you can always pair them with the classic butter, of course. But if you had some homemade marmalade on hand, that would be very nice too. These were a revelation. They tasted lighter than normal biscuits. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna make some folks hungry with this clip. I'm not exaggerating when I say that these were the best pancakes I've had in years. There's a lot of carbohydrates, but they were gluten-free, so it doesn't count, right? See y'all real soon for part 13.